Hi, everybody. For my educational reformer project, I chose John I. Goodlad. John Inkster Goodlad. He was born in Canada in 1920, where he attended grad school. He taught in a one-room rural school in British Columbia. In 1949, he earned his PhD from the University of Chicago. So his life spanned from 1920 to 2014. Above all, he was a prolific writer, publishing over 30 books, 80 book chapters, more than 200 journal articles, and his most famous book being A Place Called School. He won numerous awards. As mentioned, in 1984 he published A Place Called School. This book resonated greatly due to a 1983 presidential report concluding that American schools were failing, largely due to apathy. The book A Place Called School was a 4-year investigative report where trained personnel entered over 1,000 classrooms to speak with all stakeholders: teachers, administrators, students, as well as the community at large. Goodlad held positions, professorships at Agnes Scott, Emory University, the University of Chicago, as well as UCLA, while finally retiring from the University of Washington. From 1967 to 1983, he was the Dean of Graduate School of Education at UCLA. He held honorary PhDs from over 20 institutions. He won many awards, including the Harold T. McGraw Prize in Education in 1999, the James Bryan Conant Award 2000, the Brock International Prize in Education in 2002, the New York Academy of Public Education Medal in 2003, as well as the American Education Award from the American Association of School Administrators in 2004. Probably the most important contribution he had to education was his curriculum model, aptly named John Goodlad's model of curriculum. In this model, he identified 4 different data sources for curriculum development, those being values, funded knowledge, common wisdom, as well as student needs and interests. For the values portion of his curriculum model, Goodlad believed that educational systems must be driven by goals or values. He believed that education has a moral dimension. Further, he believed those who taught are moral agents. Funded knowledge is knowledge gained by research. This research is funded by various organizations. The information from research is very influential for curriculum development, which is interesting, meaning specific organizations heavily influence curriculum. He was a big proponent of conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom is specialized wisdom within the society, taking various experts from different walks of life. This includes older members of society's contributions. He thought they were important because of their life experiences. He placed a heavy regard towards this, not just, as they say, book learning. Finally, he believed that students' needs and interests should be considered in curriculum design and development. This is something I think was pretty groundbreaking. As a colleague said, James Cashin, if Goodlad's intentions are to be taken literally and seriously, and are to be utilized to address the problem of irrelevancy in today's curricular format, then we have to begin to think of how our school's curriculum meets the needs of poverty and unemployment in our society. We have to begin to mold our curriculum to the goals and needs of each individual student. How was he influential? Goodlad influenced generations with his model of the university elementary school. In 1984, he created the Center for Educational Renewal at the University of Washington. In 1992, he created the Independent Institute for Educational Inquiry. As Jenny Oakes puts it, emeritus education professor at UCLA, John's most powerful teaching was that school is a moral enterprise, not just a matter of getting the right techniques and organizational structure. Some key observations. Goodlad believed that teacher education is paramount for the success of the student, and cooperation from administration must be apparent to deliver the necessary changes in the curriculum for student benefit. One thing noted, however, in his book, A Place Called School, it was found that the average tenure for top leaders in higher education was disturbingly high. Because of this turnover, goals set forth typically did not get done as were necessary. So stagnation became apparent. The Goodlad Institute is still going, and this is one of his prime contributions. Goodlad believed seriously in student needs. Not all students are the same and face different problems, those being poverty and lack of resources. Goodlad's curriculum development was specifically geared towards making sure that all students received what they needed to become good students. Thank you for watching.